how do new lawyers, like young lawyers or aspiring professionals in this market, pursue a capital markets career? What would be their start? Where should they look at?
This is, I think, a very good question, because as it may look, capital markets looks a little bit a niche or a very specialized practice area. But in fact, in my opinion, this is the tip of the iceberg. In being Egyptians, I couldn't hold myself relate this to the pyramid. This is the very top end of the pyramid, and in order to be on that very top end, you have to understand all the legal infrastructure of general principles of law. So you have to have a very strong M&A practice, because in order for an IPO to kick off, you have to put together the IPO perimeter, and not necessarily the IPO perimeter will always fall within the group that you are taking public. Sometimes they acquire companies to include it in the perimeter of the IPO to go public, and sometimes they carve out particular companies outside of the perimeter of the IPO, and sometimes they sell it to a completely third party. So you need to have very strong understanding and very good, solid experience in M&As. You need to have very solid experience in even civil transaction law, because you will be opining on a number of agreements. You will be issuing formal legal opinion on the enforceability of all the provisions of this agreement. You have to have very good understanding of enforcement of foreign judgment, foreign court judgment in the UAE, the enforceability of arbitral awards. So you need to have a little bit of understanding of what's happening on a contentious side of things. In the prospectus, you come across a lot of financing issues, so you need to touch upon financing. There will always be issues that you have to deal with when it comes to due diligence, so you have to have an employment background. So you have to be very well-rounded, and you need to spend a lot of time, particularly at the beginning of your career, to grasp as much as you can from the legal infrastructure to allow you to sit one day on the table and provide a comprehensive capital market advice.